Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah Jane from Misunderstood. In this video, Beck and I will be talking about our auditory sense, the taste and smell. We'll go straight to the video.
And then we've got auditory. So with being under responsive, you can appear to not hear people talking when you're being spoken to, and it's not that you can't hear them. You don't register what they're saying, and then they come across as rude. You know, you're not listening to me, and it's not. They are taking in so much of the environment that it's actually stopping them being able to process what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
No, and children just get told they're being rude.
Mm.
And it's and they wonder why they get mental health.
Mm.
So if you're over responsive to auditory, you are easily distracted. You could hear a pin drop, you know, and you turn around, you've lost what's being said, you've missed a place where you should be.
Yeah, it can add to anxiety as well. My 16-year-old is very sensitive to sound. Just normal everyday sounds will put her on edge, and she always says, "That's really loud," and we're all like, "No." So it's definitely her auditory. Yeah, she's definitely over responsive.
Yeah, and I think sometimes if you do, you know, when you walk into a building from outside, and if it's the tall, like high ceilings, it literally gives you a like, you know, and that noise. And if you're sensitive to the noise, then that can be painful too. It can really frighten.
Oh, yeah. She talks about it being physically painful in her ears. Mm.
Yeah.
She talks about sharp noises.
Yeah, and I think with sometimes it's like certain sounds you can hear, you know, like the phone pinging. I could hear it from there, but I might struggle to hear the TV, so I've got to have it full blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I find it particularly difficult, and I guess this is visual and noise actually. When I walk into a shopping centre, I can quite often forget why I'm there. I walk in and there's just so much input.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's a combination of things.
Combination of working
but it's mainly the sound. Hey?
Combination of working memory too.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much is going on. You can't take all the information in and remember what you were doing.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And it's hard to have a conversation. So if you're sat at a table with, say there's 5 or 6 people and there's a couple of different conversations going on at once, I can't separate them. So I end up just sitting there silent because I end up hearing both conversations, or 2 or 3 or whatever's going on. And I can't separate them, and I can't contribute because my brain just, it's just no way.
No. And then we've got taste. Now, taste is processed through our gustatory senses, which are located in our tongue, and they're linked to our sense of smell, because when you eat something, you're going to smell it as well, aren't you? Because it's like, it's how we can distinguish between sour, sweet, bitter. Now, if you're under responsive to taste, you will love like strong flavors, like hot curries, that spices, that so you'll seek them flavors, you know. As something bland, you just couldn't have. A lot of people, when they're under responsive to taste, they will eat non-edible things. I know one lady that she actually ate the plaster off the wall. She was picking it off. She made a hole and picked bits. I was like, but the thing is, what happens is when they do have that that hot curry or that real spicy food, they actually become more alert because their senses is being stimulated. And if you're over responsive to taste, that's another one that can cause eating disorder, because if you don't like that that when it, you know, when you put the food into your mouth and it hits your senses, it's, they don't like it. So they avoid it, which then stops them eating the food. Yeah. I knew one little boy that he was a great eater. He ate a variety of meals, and when he got to about 7, he would say to his mum, I don't like the veg, I like school veg. So we sat there and we were like, well, he's always ate the veg. Why would he now go to school and come home saying, I don't like your veg, I want to how the school have it? And she actually worked in catering. And this one day she was at work and she thought that this is when it came in, they weren't allowed to use salt in the cooking. It was unhealthy. So she suddenly thought, school don't use salt, but at home I salt the veg. So what she did was cook it, and then for the next meal she didn't put salt in, and she told him that she went to school and asked the dinner lady how they cook the veg. So she told her how to do it, and he ate it.
Right.
He ate the veg, loved the veg, just like school veg, no salt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's strange because he likes to add the salt to his dinner. So he is, you know, he's a seeker and an avoider.
But he likes to have the control.
Yeah.
Over how much.
So with smell, it's you really smell and taste come together, basically. So if you're under responsive to smells, you like strong smells, you like that strong perfume. They'll seek out them strong scented candles. But the downside of that is you have difficulty with realizing food smells off. You know, if you get a piece of bread, you know, it doesn't have to have mold on it to be off, does it? But they don't get that, so they can't smell it. So they've got the chance that they can eat something that's going to make them ill, or poison. They don't realize it's, you know, I think this is when the children used to, you know, when the tops of bottles of cleaning fluid and that, you could open them easily years ago. They just see the orange liquid and they think it's pop. But over responsive to smell, that is a real difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I can smell things and I'm saying to people, what is that smell? And they'll all be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I can smell things way before they bother anybody else.
Yeah.
So in some situations, like if the gas is left on, and I'll be saying, I can smell gas. I can be down the other end of the house and I can smell it before people that are right near it can smell it.
And it gets you in the pit of your stomach, doesn't it? And you just got that nausea of like, I mean, this is teachers wearing perfumes. You know, if they have a strong perfume on and that child is, but people don't realise, you know, they don't see, they just think they like the smell. But yeah, I was talking to this one young girl and she said, oh, I've been made to sit next to this boy in class and he stinks. So I laughed and I said, that's boys for you, you know, like 12, 13-year-olds. She went, oh, no, he smells good. He says, but I just can't stand the smell of the aftershave he's wearing.
No.
And it's like,
some of them are so overpowering. I don't know. I mean, I suppose that's my sense of smell, but some of them are just ridiculously strong.
Yeah. Opening a fridge with all the different foods in can be difficult.
Oh, yeah.
You come into the room and someone's cooking and all the combination of the smells, and it can be unbearable for some people.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I hope you have learned something from listening to Beck and I, and thank you for listening. Leave any comments below and I will get back to you. Also, subscribe to my channel and most importantly, click the bell to be notified of any new videos. Thank you. Bye.